Good morning, and once again, welcome to our session for today. We will be opening up a new topic. Paalala lang, no, this is an unsolicited advice. Kasi karamihan po dun sa mga learners nag-stop na to learn. Sana wag ganon. Bakit? Kapag nag-stop kayo halfway, ang tawag po doon sayang. I'm going to give you an example before we move on with our topic. Halimbawa po, nakakita kayo na nagko-construct ng bahay, ginagawa, second floor, nailagay na yung biga, yung foundation, and then halfway, tumigil na. So nakita ninyo, matagal lang naandyan, nakasalang, wala nang gumagawa. Ano yung madalas na sinasabi natin? Sayang naman. So sa ngayon, we will be entering the fourth quarter. And we're hoping here, yung mga teachers po ninyo, that you can continue learning. Sayang kasi yung napasimulan nyo na. So sana po, we will be able to continue what we have started, and that is to keep on learning. So medyo interesting po ngayon yung topic po natin, and sana samahan nyo kami hanggang sa dulo po ng ating discussion. So with that, let's dig in dito po sa ating slide. Let's go. Okay, so as I have told you, we will be opening up a new topic. And for this session, our topic is all about trigonometry. So aside from the trigonometry, of course, we will be discussing the introduction about trigonometry. We will be also discussing the 6 trigonometric ratios and special angles. Ano ba itong tinatawag nating trigonometric ratios? And what do we mean by special angles? Uy, meron palang special angles when it comes to triangles. We also call this the special kind of right triangle. Okay? So as always, we have here now our aim for our lesson for today. So at the end of this lesson, you should be able to. So this is our aim. The first one is we have to be able to define trigonometry. What do we mean by trigonometry? Narinig ko na yan eh. Ang tawag pa nga ng karamihan, trigonometry, trigo. But to be honest, the correct pronunciation will be trigonometry. Okay? Number 2 goal will be to enumerate the 6 trigonometric ratios. So may pinapansin tayo dito or may binabanggit tayo dito na trigonometric ratios. What do you mean by these trigonometric ratios? Ano ba to? Paano gagamitin? So we will be also discussing it in this session. Last but not the least of our aim for today is to illustrate and use the value of 6 trigonometric ratios in special kinds of right triangle. Ito pala yung tinatawag natin na may special angle. The special kinds of right triangle. And what are those two? The 30, 60, 90 degree triangle and the 45, 45, 90 triangle. So these three, we are hoping that we can achieve after this lesson. Okay, since we will be talking about trigonometry, let's first start with the question, what is trigonometry? Ano ba itong tinatawag natin na trigonometry? Now, trigonometry comes from 3 Greek words. Lahat po ng salita may pinanggagalingan. Lahat ng bagay may pinanggagalingan. So, even yung salita nating trigonometry in math, meron din po siyang pinanggalingan. At ang pinanggalingan niya, 3 Greek words. The first one is tri, T-R-I, and it literally means 3, tatlo. So, dun pala nanggaling. So the first word is 3. Greek words to and that means 3. Literally means 3 or tatlo. The second word is gonya. Yung gon. Yung gonya po natin is a plural word which means angles or corners. Ang singular po nun, tinatawag po natin gonus. So again, we have the 3. We have the gonya. Sir, ano yung pangatlo? Sabi na iba, sir, metri. No, tingnan natin. So the third one is metron or metrane. So depende po sa book na gagamitin po natin. And this means measurement. If you will be combining yung tatlo, na definition po niyan, 3 angles measurement. Mapansin natin na ang tinutukoy dito, triangle. Which will mean na ang topic po natin, nakafocus lang siya sa triangle. Every time na magsosolve tayo, whether it is a square, it is a rectangle, it is a circle, if we will be applying trigonometry, ang una po ninyong hahanapin, asan yung triangle. Kasi trigonometry deals with triangle. Now, may mga magsasabi, sir, nabasa ko hindi naman po 3 words yung pinanggalingan, ito lang. Okay. Actually, yung trigonometry can also be separated using 2 Greek words naman. Ang ginawa lang dito, pinagsama yung dalawang Greek word to produce another word with a meaning. Ito po yon. The first one is trigonon. So, merong iba, trigon ang nakasulat. So, trigonon, which literally means triangle. Doon pa lang kita na po natin that we will be dealing triangle here. And the second one will be still metron or metrane, which is measurement. So all in all, kahit depende po sa teacher ninyo kung i-a-assign nyo ay pinanggalingan 3 letra or 3 words or 2 words sa isasagot niyo. Kapag 3 words, the first one will be 3, second one will be gonia, the third one will be metron or metrane, kung ano man po yung ibabanggit sa atin. Kapag ang binigay po sa atin ay dadalawa lang, it's trigonon and metron or metrane. So, depende po kung paano po pagde-deliver sa atin ng atin pong teacher. But mind you, wala pong mali dun sa dalawang yun. No. Depende lang po sa approach na ibibigay po sa atin. Now, we have to know things and we have to remember things if we will be dealing with trigonometry. Kung magsasagot tayo involving trigonometry, kailangan medyo natatandaan natin ito. Ano po yan? First one, the representation of an acute angle in the right triangle is represented by the Greek letter THETA. Ito yung symbol niya. Para lang siyang itlog na may guhit sa gitna. So yung spelling ng THETA natin, the-ta. Okay? So yung basa po natin, THETA. Okay? Pag nakita po natin itong symbol na to, nagre-represent siya ng angle. Now, maaaring yung ibang nagbabasa, sir, hindi naman laging ganito. Yeah. Kasi yung pong small or lower cap letter po natin na P, nagre-represent din po siya ng angle. Pero generally speaking, ito po yung makikita natin, yung theta. Okay? So again, pag po ito yung nakita ninyo, this will serve as the angle measure. At ito po yung magiging reference point po natin. Now, we both know that the legs of the right triangle are the sides forming the right angle. Alam natin yon. May isang mahaba, may isang maikli. So one of the legs opposite the given angle is called the opposite side. Kaya pala sabi ni Sir kanina, yung angle lang magsiserve as a reference point. Pag nakita na po natin dyan, tingnan natin yung katapat niyang side, ang tawag doon, opposite side. So, meron po tayong i-deal na opposite side dito. Now, the leg that is in line, so kahanay lang po with a given angle, of course, hindi po ito yung hypotenuse, is called the adjacent side or adjacent side. Depende sa pronunciation, both are correct. So, again, the legs that is in line with a given angle, this is called the adjacent side. Now, of course, kagaya po nung na-discuss na sa inyo sa Pythagorean theorem, Pythagorean formula, the longest side in the right triangle, which can be found opposite the 90-degree angle, this is called the hypotenuse. Yung hypotenuse natin, hindi siya nababago. Palaging siya yung hypotenuse. Pero, yung opposite side and adjacent side, pwede pong mabago yan. Okay? Tingnan natin. We have here now the illustration of right triangles and ma-identify natin yung things to remember na diniscuss po natin kanina dito po. Now, this will be our given. Ano yung una? If the given angle is angle B, asan yun? Ayun. So if you notice, dito sa angle B natin, I have here now the symbol or the letter theta, which means this will become our reference angle. Dito na tayo magbabatay. If this is the given, the opposite side is AC. AC, eto. So, ito yung ating angle. Katapat niya, palagi, yun yung opposite angle po natin. So, tatlo lang naman yung side natin sa right triangle natin. So, yung katapat, opposite. Ano yung hindi katapat? Adjacent side, CB. Eto. We are referring to the legs. Okay po? So, yung opposite natin na leg, dun sa given angle, is the opposite side. At yung inline or kahanay ng mismong given angle, this is called the adjacent side. And the hypotenuse is AB. If you will be looking at the 90-degree angle, opposite it will always be the hypotenuse. Now, hindi po palaging na ito yung given na angle. The problem is, kadalasan nasasanay yung bata, dito na yung angle. What if tinanggal natin yan and inilagay natin dun sa A? So, kagaya po nakalagay, if the given angle is, may S, angle A, ang mangyayari, the opposite side became CB. Eh kanina, sir, adjacent yan. Paano nangyari? Kasi ang reference po natin will be yung given angle. Kung ito yung given angle, yung katapat niya palagi, this will be the opposite side. So again, ang una po nating hahanapin, asan yung given angle. The adjacent side becomes AC. Ito na ngayon ang adjacent side. Na kanina, opposite. Kailan siya opposite? Nung ang given, angle B. But since the given is angle A, siya ay adjacent side na po ngayon. So I'm hoping you get the gist of this one. And still, the hypotenuse is AB. Kagaya po nung nabanggit ko na kanina, yung hypotenuse natin, hindi siya nababago. Palagi lamang po siya opposite ng 90-degree angle. Pero, yung opposite at adjacent side, yung legs natin, depende po sa given angle kung alin yung opposite at alin yung adjacent side. Sana po, naiintindihan po natin yan. Ano po? Now, let's talk about trigonometric function. Ano ba itong trigonometric function? Ang trigonometric function po natin nahahati sa dalawa. The primary and secondary. Ito yun. Yung primary trigonometric functions natin, ito po yung sin theta. At ang makikita po natin sa mga given, sin theta. So, function po itong sin, tapos ito yung angle measured. Halimbawa, sin 23 degrees. Ayan. So, ito po yung mangyayari. The second one will be cosine theta. Ang makikita natin, cos theta. Next one will be tangent theta. Ang makikita natin, tan theta. These three are called the primary trigonometric functions. Now, yung secondary trigonometric functions po natin, these are cosecant theta. Ayan ang symbol. Normally, sir, yung unang tatlong letra ginamit, kagaya nga nito, sin, sin, cosine, cos, tangent, tan. Eh sir, ba't yung cosecant iba? Eh di kung cos yan, parehas na lang ng cosine. So, ang symbol po natin, cosecant. Pangalawa, we have the secant theta. Ang makikita natin, sec theta. And yung cotangent theta natin, ang makikita po natin, cot theta. So, ito po yung secondary trigonometric functions po natin. Pakitandaan lang po sin, cos, tan, CSC, sec, cot. So, dito muna kayo mag-focus. Mabilis na kasi ito. Mamaya makikita natin kung paano siya kabilis. Okay. Sir, ang sabi po sa atin, trigonometric ratio. Why do we discuss or why do we include trigonometric function? Kasi yung value po ditong trigonometric function, halimbawa, sin, as I have mentioned earlier, sin 23 degrees, pwede natin makuha yung exact value using yung ratio. Ano yun? So, ito po yung trigonometric ratio natin. Pag sin, opposite side over hypotenuse. Okay po? Pag cosine, adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. Anong ibig pong sabihin nito? If this will be computed, halimbawa, P pindutin natin sa calculator natin, sine 23 degrees, makukuha niyo yung value. And then, kapag ginamit niyo naman itong value na to, opposite side, halimbawa, 3 divided by 5, halimbawa lang po, you're going to get the same exact value. Ganun po yung mangyayari. Okay? So, cosine theta, adjacent side over hypotenuse. Tangent theta is opposite side over adjacent side. Cosecant theta, hypotenuse over opposite side. 6 trigonometric ratio yan. Pero nahati sa tatlo. Eh sir, bakit dumarami? Pansinin natin yung pagkakatulad sa mga nandito. Konolay na bago. Secant theta is equal to hypotenuse over adjacent side. And cotangent theta is equal to adjacent side over opposite side. So let's say for example, ito yung given natin. Ito yung theta natin sa angle B. Yung sin theta natin is opposite AC over AB yung hypotenuse. Yung cosine theta, ito yung adjacent, CB over AB yung hypotenuse. Ito yung adjacent over hypotenuse. So what we actually did, kinukuha lang natin yung mga values, isinasubstitute natin. Ano ba yung adjacent side? Dahil wala po tayong value or number dito, kinukuha natin yung pangalan ng side mismo. Tangent theta, opposite over adjacent, AC all over CB. Cosecant, AB over, ito yung AB over AC. So, hypotenuse over opposite side. Cosecant theta is AB, ito yun, hypotenuse over CB, adjacent side, with regard dito po sa ating given angle. Cotangent theta is CB over AC. Ito yun. Sir, parang nakakalito, ang dami nating kailangan tandaan. Now, the primary trigonometric ratios can be best remembered using the mnemonic SOHCAHTOA. S for sine, C for cosine, T for tangent. O for opposite side, H for hypotenuse, A for adjacent. So, pwede natin tandaan, SOHCAHTOA lang yan. So, ano yung SOHCAHTOA? Pag sine function ang gagamitin, that is opposite over hypotenuse. Pag cosine theta, kagaya nito, cosine, adjacent CB over hypotenuse. And if we will be talking about tangent theta, that is opposite side over adjacent side. So, pwede po natin, SOHCAHTOA lang yan. Kaya po nating sagutan. Hindi siya ganun kahirap. Sir, ito po yung sa tatlo sa primary. Paano yung secondary? Ito. The secondary trigonometric ratios is simply the reciprocal of the primary ratios. Kung mapapansin natin, sine and cosecant, ABAC, naging ito. Nabaliktad lang. Reciprocal. At pakitandaan, ang magka-partner dito, yung sine, ang reciprocal niya, cosecant. Yung cosine, ang reciprocal po niya, secant. Madalas po kasing nangyayari na pagbabaliktad dito kasi nga naman sine secant, cosine cosecant. Ano? So sana po maliwanag. Sine, ang reciprocal niya, cosecant. Cosine, ang reciprocal niya, secant. Tangent, ang reciprocal po niya, cotangent. So sana po naintindihan natin. Now, let's try to apply this in trigonometric ratios. Balikan lang natin yung mga given dito kanina. Opposite, hypotenuse. And let's have here now the given. Kung napansin po natin, the first thing that we have to look for is the given angle. This one, theta. Kanina nandito. Now what I did, dito ko muna inilagay. Para at least, alam natin, uy, pag nabago pala yung position ng angle, mababago rin yung opposite at saka yung atin pong adjacent side. Now, what we did here is we put values, 9, 12, and 15. Ito yung mga sukat ng sides ng right triangle natin. One more thing, dahil may hypotenuse tayo, itong trigonometric ratios na to is only applicable sa right triangle. That's the reason why yung previous po na discussion focuses on Pythagorean theorem. What is the main difference between trigonometric ratios, ito pong SOHCAHTOA natin, and Pythagorean theorem? Sa Pythagorean, lahat po sila sides lang. Dito po sa ating trigonometric ratios, sa SOHCAHTOA natin, may involve siyang angle sa pagsosolve. Okay? So dito, side yung given, and then, ito yung angle. Hanapin natin. Sin theta, ang opposite ay 9, ang hypotenuse 15. So, sinubstitute natin. Sir, bakit hindi CB over AB? Kasi may value na tayo eh. So, you can directly replace it para makuha natin yung values. Now, do we stop here? Hindi. Fraction is always represented in its lowest term as our final answer. So, tingnan po natin. Dito sa given na to, sin theta is equal to 3 over 5. Cosine theta is 12 over 15. Adjacent is 12, hypotenuse is 15. Again, divisible by 3. Cosine theta is equal to 4 over 5. How about tangent theta? Opposite over adjacent, TOA. Okay? Ito, so, opposite over hypotenuse. Ka, adjacent over hypotenuse. TOA, this is opposite over adjacent. Again, divisible by 3. Tangent theta has a value of 3 over 4. Now, cosecant theta, this is the reciprocal of sin theta. So, kung mapansin po natin, nagbago lang yung positioning nung given. Pero sila din yun. 15 over 9, 5 over 3. Secant theta, 15 over 12. That is 5 over 4. And last, cotangent theta is 12 over 9. That is 4 over 3. I'm going to be honest here. Yung first 3 pa lang, SOHCAHTOA, marami ka nang pwedeng gawin. Now, itong secondary function po natin, secondary ratio, gagamitin din natin siya if we will be talking about the angle of depression, angle of elevation. Gamit yan. Pero I want you to focus sa SOHCAHTOA natin. Kasi pag nakuha nyo na ito yung foundation, kaya nyo na rin sagutan itong sa secondary. It will be much easier if you fully understood ito pong primary trigonometric ratios natin. Okay, let's talk about the special right triangle. The first one is the 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. Now, this kind of triangle, 30, 60, 90, came from an equilateral triangle. Alam naman siguro natin na pag equilateral triangle, equal yung sides. Natural, equal din yung angle niya. Lahat yan, 60 degrees. Now, by drawing a line from one vertex perpendicular to the opposite side, halimbawa dito sa A, mag-drawing tayo papunta sa kabila. Ayan. We have the 30, 60, 90 triangle. Tingnan natin ha. Kung ito po yung given, nilagyan natin dito. Tanggalin natin yun. So, nangyari, balikan ko, yung 60 degrees dito, dahil nagguhit ka po dito ng line na hati. Dahil ito ay magiging 90, perpendicular, ito 60, 90, yung kalahati nito magiging 30. Doon ang galing yung 30, 60, 90 degrees. So kanina, magkakasing haba yung bawat side. Itong AC at saka yung BC. Ngayon, nung nahati, yung AC natin, ito yung DC, yung measurement ng DC natin, magiging kalahati na lang ito. The shorter leg, ayan, opposite the 30 degree angle, ito yung 30 nahati kasi yung 60, is always have the measure of the hypotenuse. This is what I'm talking about. Kanina, ito, kasing haba dito, balikan natin, ayan, magkakasing haba. Nung nakalahati natin, nakalahati lang ito. So, yung total na sukat ito, kalahati ito. Okay? Pakitandaan. The shorter leg, opposite the 30 degree, is always half the measure of hypotenuse. Ano pa yung dapat nating malaman? The longer leg, ito naman, yung mas mahaba, opposite ng 60 degree angle, is equal to the length of the shorter leg times square root of 3. Even if you're going to use Pythagorean theorem, you will be able to find this out. Actually, kung tama po yung pagkakatanda ko, na-discuss yan ng teacher ninyo prior to this topic. Let's talk about the 45, 45, 90. Pwede magtanong, sir, medyo nakakalito pa sa 30, 60, 90. Babalikan natin mamaya. So dito muna tayo sa 45, 45, 90. This is also known as the isosceles right. Ano yung isosceles? Two sides are equal. Ito yung given. So yung legs natin, equal sila. The legs are equal in length as the name implied. Kaya nga isosceles eh. Equal yung length. So kung ito ay 1, yun 1 din. Kung ito ay 5, ito 5 din. Now, what about the measure of the hypotenuse? The length of the hypotenuse is equal to the length of the leg multiplied by square root of 2. Kung ito ay 2, ito 2 square root of 2. If this is 1, this is simply square root of 2. Tingnan natin. Example natin sa 30, 60, 90. Ito yung given. Now, I have put 4. Ang una natin gagawin, hanapin natin yung bawat sides. What is AC? Asan yung AC? Ito. Okay? Ang given 4. Ang sabi sa atin, ito, opposite ng 60 degree angle is equal to the measure of the shorter leg times square root of 3. So just by looking, 4 square root of 3 ang sukat dito. Ayun. So I'm hoping you're getting the gist of this one. You're getting the hang of this para po sa ating pagsasagot. Next, what is AB? We are looking for the hypotenuse. Ang sabi po kanina, the shorter leg is 1/2 the hypotenuse. Kung ito ay kalahati, half, ano yung kabuuan? It is 8. So ang sukat ng hypotenuse, 8 na siya. So by doing that, what is sine 30? Ano nga yung sign? So, opposite over hypotenuse. 4 over 8. Simply 1/2. What is cosine 30? Ano nga yung cosine 30? Adjacent over hypotenuse. Ka. So that is 4 square root of 3 over 8. Simplifying it, square root of 3 over 2. What is tangent? Ano yung tangent? Opposite over adjacent side. That is 4 over 4 square root of 3. Maka-cancel yung 4. That is 1 over square root of 3. Kaya lang, we rationalize the denominator by multiplying numerator and denominator by square root of 3. Thus, we will be having square root of 3 over 3. Sir, yung rationalizing the denominator, balikan po natin. Nandun po siya sa rationalizing the denominator. Topic natin sa radicals. What is cosecant 30? Baliktad lang po ito. Yung 1/2. So that is 2. Okay? What is secant 30? Baliktad lang din po itong sa cosine. Sir, 2 over square root of 3. Again, by multiplying numerator and denominator by square root of 3, mawawala yung radical sa denominator. And we will be having 2 square root of 3 over 3. And what is cotangent 30 degrees? Kabaliktaran ng tangent. And this is square root of 3. So ito po yung mga values. Now, kung nalilimutan po natin yung how to rationalize the denominator, I'm going to put the link dun po sa description mamaya. Ano po? Para at least you can check it out kung medyo nalilito po kayo. My suggestion is, kung nalilito po kayo, balikan po ninyo. Now, example tayo sa 45, 45, 90. Ito yung given. So, the angle is 45. May 3 tayo dito. What is AC? Dahil isosceles right yan, ang measure ng legs equal. Which means, this is also 3. What is hypotenuse? AB. Ang sabi natin doon sa 45, 45, 90, the hypotenuse is always equal to the measure of the leg times square root of 2. So, ito, 3 square root of 2. Pag kumpleto na yan, we can now solve for the trigonometric ratios pertaining to different trigonometric functions. So what is sine 45 degrees? Sine opposite over hypotenuse. So that will give us square root of 2 all over 2. Sine 45 degrees. Okay po? Kasi makakancel, matitira 1 over square root of 2. So, rationalizing it, that will give you square root of 2 over 2. What is cosine 45 degrees? Still, square root of 2 over 2. Parehas lang po yung value niya. What is tangent 45? Opposite over adjacent. That is 1. 3 divided by 3, 1. So the most important part here, alam natin yung opposite side at adjacent side. And then ilalagay lang natin, we try to simplify. What is cosecant 45 degrees? That is square root of 2. So hypotenuse over 1 of the opposite side. Cancel lang yung 3. What is secant 45 degrees? Still, square root of 2. Kung mapapansin natin, yung sine at cosine, they have the same value. Same goes with cosecant and secant. Sa 45, 45, 90 degree angle. What is cotangent 45? Adjacent over opposite, that is 1. So dito, cotangent and tangent, dito sa atin, parehas ang value niya. Sa 45, 45, 90. Ulitin ko dun sa 30, 60, 90, hindi parehas. Pero sa 45, 45, 90, parehas ang value ng tangent at cotangent theta natin. Okay po? So I'm hoping you learn something dito. Through practice, kaya pong gawin. Now, dito po, it's your turn. What I did, yung madali lang muna. Kasi ang importante rito, foundation. So you have to be able to analyze ano yung opposite, ano yung atin pong adjacent side. So I have here now the given. Using the figure, answer the following. Ano yung sasagutan? Ito yung figure. Ayan. Sin theta, cosine theta, tangent theta, cosecant theta, secant theta, and cotangent theta. Ito yung ating theta. So may mga letra, so we will be using this one. Ano daw yung sin theta? I'm just going to give you 2 minutes to try finish this one up. And afterwards, I'm going to flash yung sagot po mismo natin. So analyze it carefully. I'm hoping you're doing the exact thing that I'm asking you to do. Para po at least napapractice din kayo. Ulitin ko lang po, what we are here for is to guide you. But yung pagkatuto will be coming from oneself. Sa atin po magsisimula bilang learners. So you have here 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'm advising you to have a review on the previous topics para mare-refresh. Anyway, papanoorin nyo lang naman yun. Hindi kayo magbabayad. Especially kung meron kayong internet connection. Try to go back to the topics that we have discussed. Kapag po nakita ninyo or paulit-ulit nyo pong napapanood, seriously speaking, mas naiintindihan po ninyo. Mas dumadali. Kasi same goes with the teachers. Once na itinuturo na po namin, nakikita namin kung saan namin pwede pang i-improve. Ano po? So dun pala, makikita natin na kaya nga tawag practice paulit-ulit po natin gagawin. So kung gusto nating matuto, nalimutan, balikan natin. Okay? So para lang po sa atin din yun. The main goal of every teacher is for their learners to learn. Yun po talaga yung goal po namin. Kaya nga pinasok po namin yung profesyon na pagtuturo. Okay? So tulungan namin kayo, tulungan nyo rin po yung sarili nyo. Tulungan lang po tayo. Lalo na, pahirap yung buhay. At kawawa po yung walang alam. Okay, time is up. Let's see the answer. So the answers are as follows. Sin theta is T over A. opposite over hypotenuse. Okay, cosine theta is m over a. And tangent theta is t over m. Opposite over adjacent. Now, with regard to cosecant theta, that is hypotenuse over opposite side. Sa atin pong secant theta, that is hypotenuse over adjacent side, a over m. And sa cotangent theta natin, the reciprocal of tangent theta, that is adjacent over opposite side, m over t. So I hope you got all 6 correct. Para po at least alam natin gagawin pag nagkaroon na po ng value. So that will be it, guys. Again, in our team, we are hoping that you learn something every day naman. Kapag po kami ay humaharap sa camera and trying to deliver the lesson, ang goal po namin, mapasimple, maipaunawa sa inyo yung dapat po nating maunawaan. So again, if you have some questions, sir, magulo dito, pwede po kayang bigyan ng paliwanag, paki-post lang po dun sa comment section. If you have understood something, we will appreciate it if you will be commenting it sa comment section below. But still, our main goal is the same. Keep on learning, guys, and we're hoping in our team that you learn something. Once again, this is your Sir Ian saying keep on learning. Thank you. Salute to all the learners who wants to learn. And for now, it's goodbye. Bye-bye, guys.